Hytale's release date was delayed originally, right? It was meant to be released in 2021.
That was, yes, that's what we thought, but I think we've been pretty clear with that in our blog posts.
Mm.
And the fact that one of the big things that we decided to do was we originally going to release this on PC, right, to a certain scope. And going through it, we realized that the scope of the project we had was actually much bigger than we thought it was going to be. But in order for us, and this is business talk, right? In order for us to compete in a very kind of demanding marketplace, right? We have to hit this as hard as we can, which is the breadth of the game itself, but also as wide as we can, which is as
Mm.
many platforms. Like, I'll put this thing on a toaster if it'll play,
Mm.
right? It's not going. So that decision was a hard one, right?
Yeah.
Because there were a lot of caveats. Not because we started basing we started with our engine in Java because that's where we came from, right? We made the tough decision to move to C++, right? Anybody can see that people not into Java space, we're looking for C++ developers. But with that comes the ability for us to simultaneously develop on various different platforms to create a more robust and hard hitting kind of impact into the market, and but also to service the players, right?
Mm.
It was a tough decision, and it sucked. And then we get into the weeds of the thing. So like, this is a big amount of effort. But Riot have been incredibly supportive. They said, well, for what it's worth, guys, this is the right play. But they let us come to that decision ourselves,
Yeah.
right? Um, because I know there's a lot there's, from some corners of the community like, but Riot are telling me this, Riot are not telling us to do. No, they're helping us and they're advising us, but they don't get in our faces about it.
Mm.
They've been awesome. That's the reason we went with it because we had choices,
Yeah.
right? Right, we're the only people on the table, but they were the best for all those reasons. So it was a pivotal decision to make. We are going to do this, right? We are going to make this the biggest game we possibly can, but release it,
Mm.
right? It has been defined, right? The kind of the task sort of level, well, the vast majority of it has. And we're going to move forward this as fast as we possibly can, but as carefully as we
Mm.
can.
Yeah.
We get one chance at knocking this out of the park on day one, right?
Mm.
And that's what we're aiming for. It has like we have such a high standard for ourselves, right? I know I can understand a lot of the community pains that they want to play it now, right? We've been kind of in pre-production, right, up to the point for no small amount of time before we made the announcement trailer, right? And that announcement trailer has been promises, right? Promises that we intend not just intend to keep, but we will supersede hopefully, right? That's the pressure we put upon ourselves because of the sheer amount of engagement we've had. Because we are still getting fan art, we are still getting people saying,
Mm.
"Yeah,
Yeah.
we're still getting support from the community, even if we give them bad news."